Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I'm going to be sharing an article that I recently wrote. I create video presentations of my articles to provide the information for individuals who learn through watching and listening, as we all learn in different ways. To read the article, put my glasses back on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. You're an important part of my process, and I always enjoy our times together. Here's the article. Traumatic Brain Injury, a Guide to Reaching Your Dreams. Hello and welcome back to Second Chance to Live, my friend. I'm happy to have you around my table. Thank you. In my experience, because I realize that the life that I'm living is not a dress rehearsal, it is in my interest to become all that I can become in my life. In my experience, I have found that knowledge can only give me information, like the bones on a skeleton. In my experience, I have found that experience, strength, and hope is what puts meat on the bones. In my experience, I have found that experience, strength, and hope gives life to the meat on the bones. Apart from experience, strength, and hope, knowledge only gives something to think about without the ability to apply what has been learned. In my experience, I chased after knowledge for many years, believing that if I just found the right knowledge, I would find hope. What I found was that knowledge in and of itself could not offer hope, because in knowledge itself, I could not find peace. In my experience, it was only after I reached the bottom in my life that I was able to admit that mere knowledge could not alone offer me hope. Thankfully, in my quest to find hope, I discovered a guide upon which I could build hope. Through my studies, I discovered the concept of self-actualization. The concept of self-actualization helped me to realize that I could find hope and in the process reach my dreams. Through using the concept of self-actualization, I discovered that I could and was able to recover, grow, and develop as an individual. I discovered that I could find balance in my mind, body, and spirit. Through using the concept of self-actualization, I was able to begin to understand how my mind, body, and spirit were separate but connected and dependent upon one another. As I listened, learned, and applied what I heard, as other people shared their experience, strength, and hope, I found ways to integrate my experience, strength, and hope into my mind, body, and spirit. As I applied their experience, strength, and hope into my experience, I grew in my experience, strength, and hope. In the process, I discovered that my capacity to express myself also increased, which in turn gave me hope and the ability to offer hope to other people. Experience, strength, and hope, coupled with the concept of self-actualization, has given me the ability to grow in self-discovery through self-reflection, self-realization, and self-exploration in my mind, body, and spirit. Through growing in awareness and developing my mind, body, and spirit, I've been given the gift to expand my ability to create in ways that work for me. The gift has given me the ability to discover more about myself, which in turn gives me the clarity, understanding, and the ability to define and reach for my dreams. Epilogue. In my experience, I have found that knowledge often results in a scheme of comparison. On the other hand, I have found that knowledge mixed with experience, strength, and hope results in the power of identification. Identification encourages the individual to come out of hiding and break free from the shadows of isolation. Knowledge in and of itself promotes exclusion, whereas knowledge mixed with experience, strength, and hope through identification empowers inclusion. Knowledge coupled with experience, strength, and hope frees the individual from a sense of alienation. Knowledge coupled with experience, strength, and hope guides the individual to find hope and have hope. Knowledge coupled with experience, strength, and hope gives the individual the ability to dream dreams. Knowledge, coupled with experience, strength, and hope, empowers the individual to follow those dreams. I would invite you to read, watch, and listen to what I've discovered about the power of identification. Below are links to my article and my video presentation on the power of hope. And here in the article on Second Chance to Live, which I'll include a link to in the description portion of the YouTube video, I have links to the video presentation of the power of identification, which I created some time ago, as well as the article, The Power of Identification, that you can read. When you reach for the stars, you may not quite get one, but you won't come up with a handful of mud. And that is a quote by Leo Burnett. Again, when you reach for the stars, you may not get one, but you won't come up with a handful of mud either. Another quote that I like: when I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me, by Irma Baumbeck. For more insight into the origin and concept of self-actualization, I have included information below from Wikipedia. The concept of self-actualization, according to Wikipedia, was originally introduced by the organic theorist Kurt Goldstein for the motive to realize one's full potential, expressing one's creativity, quest for spiritual enlightenment, pursuit of knowledge, and the desire to grow and give to society are examples of self-actualization. In Goldstein's view, it is the organism's master motive, the only real motive. The tendency to actualize self as fully as possible is the basic drive, the drive of self-actualization. Again, he is an organismistic theorist. Carl Rogers similarly wrote of the curative force of psychotherapy, man's tendency to actualize himself, to become his potentialities, to express and activate all the capacities of the organism. The concept was brought most fully to prominence by and in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, as the final level of psychological development that can be achieved when all basic and mental needs are essentially fulfilled and the actualization of the full potential takes place. Although he adapted his viewpoint later in life and saw it with more flexibility. Self-actualization can be seen similar to words and concepts such as self-discovery, self-reflection, self-realization, and self-exploration. This is the end of this particular video presentation of the article. I would encourage you to listen to this article several times, as I have included concepts that may need to be thought about by listening to it several times. Also, I would encourage you to come to this particular article on my website and read it and go to the particular links that are provided to explain the concept of self-actualization from the various individuals that I talked about here. Before I go, let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because more will be revealed to us in time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and God bless both you and your family. So long now.